Hello, my dear friends. Can you hear me? I hope that you can, and I hope that you're in a very good mood, as right now we are going to do your homework together. So take your pencils, your pens, or something else, and take the book, as today we're going to work with it. Let me see if everything is working well, if you can hear me. Yeah, and if you can see the screen. This is the book we are going to work with. Movers 2, Authentic Examination Papers. What can you see over here? There is a whale surfing on the wave and several bugs flying right from under the whale. I'm surprised. This kind of whale is, by the way, called the killer whale. I have seen several of them in the Musquarium in Moscow, and I was so excited. I was so impressed when I saw three huge whales swimming right in front of me in the aquarium. It was amazing. I hope that you'll see it one day because it's really breathtaking. But now I think it's time for us to get to work. So you have to open the book and we have to turn it over and over, and we have to open the following page. We need, let me find out what we need. We need the reading and writing part, okay? So here it starts on the page 12. I want you to open page 12 and we are going to work with it. Test 1, Reading and Writing, Part 1, 5 questions. Look and read, choose the correct words and write them on the lines. There is one example. So now we are going to read all of these words and then we are going to go to the next page. We're going to read the example and we're going to read all of the sentences and decide which sentence describe which word. So let's do that. This is a clown, mountains, a forest, a doctor, cheese, a picnic, a film star, tea. So now let's go to these words. Let me read the example for you. This is often yellow and many people eat it between some bread. So what is it? It is a piece of cheese, of course. 1 second, please. I really want to open the book we are currently working with right now. Yeah, there are so many exercises that we haven't finished. Oh, I see. So yes, there was Movers 1, yeah, with 3 tests, and this is Movers 2, the second part of the book. I'm just trying to decide which we're working with right now, with this book, I suppose. So I need to open it one more time again in order to see all of the pages. So let me read number 1 for you. When you go to the cinema, you can see this person. What person is it? It's a film star, an actor or an actress, of course. So write it down. Number 1 is a film star. Yeah, you can see it in a film or in the cinema when you watch it. Some people like climbing these and you can often see snow on the top. Where can you see some snow? Where? What kind of stuff can people climb? People can climb trees. People can climb ladders. But there is no no snow on trees or on ladders. So I think now we're talking about mountains. It's all about the mountains. So the answer is mountains. This is food that you take to eat outside. What kind of food do you take to eat outside? A picnic, of course. You eat picnic in the fields or in the forest, in the park, when you take a basket or a rucksack with you and you put a lot of food in it, like sandwiches, some washed fruit, some plates, and lemonade maybe, and that is what we call a picnic. This person works in a hospital with people who are sick. So it can be a doctor. Yeah, it is a doctor. Also, it can be a nurse, but we don't have this word over here. So this is a film star. A film star. These are mountains. plural, yeah? And this is a picnic. Write the words the way they're written in the exercise. Yeah, don't forget about the article. Don't forget a film star, a picnic. And this is a doctor, a person who works in the hospital. Lovely. What's the matter? Everything is good. I just want to check whether everything is working. I hope so. I really hope so. So, no, what's wrong? I want to fix it. I have done something wrong. Wait for a moment, please. Yeah, now everything is okay. There are always lots of trees in this place. What is it? A park? No, it is a forest. The woods, forest, the place with a lot of trees, with a lot of grass, with a lot of plants. Also, there are some wild animals like bears, wolves, and foxes, rabbits, maybe hares. Yeah, the wild rabbits, mice, even, and there are a lot of insects. By the way, I hate insects. I think nobody likes insects, yeah? So it's kind of disgusting. Let's clean it all up and let's turn the page over. We're going to work with part 2. Read the text and choose the best answer. This is a picture. We can see a boy talking to a girl. A girl is sitting on the bench. She seems to be reading a comics. She has a package of orange juice next to her and a purple and pink backpack on the bench with her. The boy, on the contrary, is drinking apple juice, not orange juice, but apple juice. And he is smiling, standing in front of the girl and holding a skateboard. Yeah. And there are some kids behind them. So I think they are on the playground next to the school or somewhere like that. Let's read the dialogue and let's decide which answers are correct. Hi, Vicky. Is that your new comics? Yes, it is. What are you reading about? An old pirate ship. Vicky's reading about an old pirate ship. Let's continue reading. Which is the best part of your comic? This page, look. I don't know what there is in the page, but still, that page is the best. Which day do you get your comic? Every Wednesday. She gets her comic on Wednesday. Does your dad buy your comic for you? Buy your comic for you? I ask my uncle to get it. I really like comics. Well, you can read this too. Can you give me your comic now? All right, here you are. So Vicky was so fond of reading comics. She liked it a lot, but the moment Jim asked her to give that, she gave it. She just gave it to him. I'm surprised, but still, maybe they are just really good friends. Who knows? So this is the dialogue about Vicky and Jim talked about comic that Vicky was reading. Yeah, that is the comic. Okay. It was quite easy, wasn't it? Now we are going to work with a more difficult part, part 3. There will be 6 questions. Don't forget that in the end there is one more question, and children are used to skip it. They just miss it as if they forget about its existence. I'm so shocked. So never forget about it. Do remember. Okay, there is something interesting waiting for us, but now we have to work with part 3. Here we have all of the words that we're going to use in order to fulfill the text. Let's read these words, yeah? Ride, angry, pie. It's like a cake, but it's closed, yeah? Apple pie, cherry pie, something like that. Grass, farm, hungry. I'm so hungry. Run. Why is there a donkey in the picture? It's kind of funny. Shout! And parents. Let's read. So, Julia's family had a pet donkey. So that's it. They have a pet donkey. He was called Dan, the donkey. Yeah, the animal, like a horse but smaller. The family didn't ride Dan. The donkey had fun in their field and ate the grass, of course, grass, they grew there and the vegetables and fruit that Julia gave him every morning. Hi, Dan. Look, carrots and apples for you today, Julia said last Friday. But the donkey didn't run to her, yeah? The donkey, for some reason, didn't run to her. This is the seventh word. Don't you want any food, Dan? Are you ill? Julia asked and went back to the house to tell her parents. She told her parents about that. Don't worry, Julia's father said. Oh, listen, that's my phone. When he came back, he said, Now we understand. Dan isn't hungry because he ate all the pears on Mrs. Cook's tree last night. Naughty donkey! But we love him, Mum said. We must go and say sorry to Mrs. Cook. Let's take her a carrot cake and an apple pie as a present to this Mrs. Cook. She likes those. Dan does too, Julia laughed. So this is a text about a donkey. There was a girl named Julia. She had a family. She lived on the farm and she had a pet. The pet was a donkey. The donkey had fun in the field. He ate the grass, he ate vegetables and the fruit. Julia brought fruit every morning for the donkey. The name of the donkey was Dan. The donkey was young and full of energy and almost hungry all of the time. But one day when Julia came to the donkey, she wanted to give food to the donkey, but the donkey wouldn't eat it. The donkey didn't run to her. And Julia was so surprised she thought that the donkey was ill. She asked, Are you ill? But the donkey wasn't ill really. It appeared to be that the donkey had eaten all of the pears from Mrs. Cook's tree a night before. So the donkey was naughty and the donkey wasn't hungry. But Mom said that they all loved him, and they did. So that is why they took a carrot cake and an apple pie to Mrs. Cook to say sorry. That is the story. Kind of funny, if you ask me. I like the story. Now let's think about the best title for the story. Now, choose the best name for the story. Tick one box. Dan and the Pear Tree. Mrs. Cook's Pet Donkey. Julia's very good idea. So, what do you think? Which title is the best? Which title suits the text? Which is an appropriate title for the text? I think this one, Dan and the Pear Tree. Dan is the name of a donkey, and the donkey ate all of the pears from Mrs. Cook's pear tree. So put a tick over here. This is the best name for our story. And off we go. Oh, hooray! Hooray! If you open page 18, you'll see that there is a text about a whale. And not about just a whale. It's about the biggest whale on our planet, the biggest creature on the planet, called a blue whale. So we are going to read this text right now, and we are going to fulfill it with the words from page 19. So don't forget about this page, okay? 1 second. Right now, I just want to see how many minutes I have been already working with you. For 14 minutes. That's okay. Not very fast. Not very long. I hope that you'll be able to watch this video till the end. Maybe you'll be able to watch it one more time again. Yeah? How can I put it away? Oh, yeah, now it's green. That's it. Amazing. That is something that I really wanted to do. So, Now we are going to work with part 4, where you have to read the text and fulfill it with these words. You have a book, so it's easier for you to turn the pages. I don't have a book, but I opened page 19 on my telephone and page 18 on the laptop for you. So you will only see the text and I will see both. So you'll be able to turn the pages over and see the variants. Part 4, there will be 5 questions. Read the text, choose the right words, and write them on the lines. Let's do that. Let's do that. So, this is the text. Don't forget that on the next page you have all of the options. You have to make a pause and try to do it on your own just right now, okay? Try to read it now that I'm talking to you and try to fulfill it with the words you think are correct. So, if you need more time, just put this video, make a pause, as now I'm going to read it. Some blue whales are longer than 3 buses. Can you imagine? 3 buses. They are the largest animals in the world. They eat the very smallest animals that live in the sea and sometimes fish eggs. Sometimes fish eggs too. So that's it. Blue whales live in the cold seas most of the year because they can find more food there. But when there is ice on the water, number 3, yeah? These whales swim to another part of the world. There they wait. When there is no ice, they swim back again. Blue whales don't have teeth. They have a kind of mustache inside their mouth, which catches the food when they swim. So that's it, the text about the most incredible, the hugest, and the most beautiful animals in the world. I love those animals, and I think that you all know this. These are my favorite animals, by the way. I don't know why. They're just so mysterious, so gorgeous, so beautiful, so fantastic that I think that people just can't do anything but love them. This is my idea. But I'm sure that all of you, each of you, have a different favorite animal, and that's quite okay. That's great. So, you will have to read this text one more time again and put all of the words over there, okay? And we have to go on. These were the options, but we go to page 20, and there will be part 5, the last part. There will be 7 questions. What do we have to do? Look at the picture and read the story. Write some words to complete the sentences about the story. You can use 1, 2, or 3 words. Let's do that. I'm ready to do that. Look, the name of the text is Snow Day, yeah? In the picture I can see some houses covered with snow. And look, there is a castle and the sun is not shining at all. The snow is falling down. The weather is snowy and it is cloudy. All the cars are covered with snow. All the ground is covered with snow, and the tree is also covered with snow. So are the houses and the windows and the windowsills, yeah? And there is a snowman standing right there on the street with a carrot nose in the middle of its face. And it looks funny. I like that snowman. So let's read about this Picture, let's read the story. Snow Day. It snowed every year in Charlie's village. So Charlie doesn't live in a city, he lives in a village. The weather was worse this year. Charlie's school had to close and his parents couldn't go shopping or go to work. It was too dangerous to drive their small car. So that was a very snowy, cold winter day. Let's read the examples, okay? The people in Charlie's village saw snow on the ground every year. Of course they did. All of us see snow on the ground every year. In the bad weather this year, Charlie couldn't go to school. Yeah, because school was closed because of the weather. Was your school ever closed because of the weather? Have you ever stayed at home because of the weather? I have. I do remember those rare days when the weather was so cold, so chilling. It was so snowing that the school was closed and I stayed at home for several days. That was amazing. Like holidays you never expected to have, like a miracle. Okay, let's read these two sentences right now. Charlie's parents couldn't go to work or do any shopping. They couldn't do any shopping. Write it down. Or you always can find the answers in the text. Look in the text all of the time. You'll find the answers. Number 2. It wasn't safe to travel in the family's small car because they only had a small car and they couldn't do any shopping. Write it down right now and off we go, okay? Let me clean it up and let's go to the next page. What is waiting for us over there? To tell the truth, I've never read this text, so this is my first time. This is the first time I'm reading it. This is the first time I'm doing these exercises, and I'm quite glad to see these lovely, beautiful pictures and to read these funny, good texts. So I hope that so are you. What can we see here? I think this is Charlie in his house. This room looks like a kitchen, but I don't understand why there is a computer. Because people don't usually have computers in the kitchen, do they? In the kitchen there is a vase on the fridge with some flowers. There is cereal and a plate. There is a jug for water, I suppose, or for milk. There is a clock on the wall. We see Charlie's family sitting at the dinner table in the kitchen. They're talking about something. Charlie looks happy. I think that he looks happy because he doesn't go to school. Doesn't it make you happy? I think it makes everybody happy. So, let's go on and read the second part of the text. I'd like to make some pancakes, but we haven't got any milk or eggs, Mom said on Monday morning. We need toothpaste too, Dad said. That's okay, said Charlie. We can get things like that on the internet. I know a good website. Why doesn't it stop snowing? Said Mom that afternoon. Oh, I'd like to be on holiday and see the sun. And I wanted to go and get tickets for the circus today. So they really wanted to go to the circus. Have you ever been to the circus? Let's look for the picture. We need a circus for kids. Circus with the elephants and lions and tigers and clowns and acrobats and dancing ladies. Oh, can you see that picture? It's amazing. A man is holding, oh no, I thought the man was holding the tiger, but the man is standing on his arms and the tiger is jumping over the man. Wow, that's amazing, isn't it? Okay, so yeah, Mom wanted to go and buy tickets to go to the circus. That's okay, said Charlie. I can show you pictures of sunny holiday places on the internet and a website where you can buy circus tickets. So that is the boy in modern life. He knows how to cope with problems on the internet. Yeah, great skill, I suppose. That's amazing. Because situations can be really different, you know? And if you can't leave your house, you have to know how to order food, how to buy anything you need. So that boy knew, even though his parents didn't. Let's go on. Let's read the sentences. On Monday morning, Charlie's mom needed what? Milk and eggs. Charlie knew a good website where people could buy things for their home. Charlie found some photos of what? Of sunny holiday places for his mom to look at on the internet. So, on Monday morning, Charlie's mother needed milk and eggs for pancakes. Yeah, she wanted to cook pancakes. And his dad needed toothpaste. Charlie knew a good website where people could buy things for the home. Charlie found some photos of sunny holiday places. Unfortunately, I can't make it smaller, but still it will be visible and you'll see it well. Yeah, so I think it's better. Charlie found some photos of sunny holiday places for his mother to look at on the internet. Write it all down and off we go. Great. Let's turn the page over. The last part. There will be also part 6. I have almost forgotten about it. So let's hurry up. Now we're working with the last part of the text of part 5 on the page 22. Then we'll go and work with... what is there? A helicopter. With page 23. I'm so sorry. I'm so easy to distract. Yeah, I get distracted almost all of the time. By the way, oh yeah, our time is running so quickly. Let's work. So, the family sat around the computer and bought the things they needed and looked at photos. Then Charlie said, "Now I've got to do my homework. Can you help me, Dad? I've got to write about the moon." "Sorry, Charlie," Dad said. "I can't help. But look, here is a good website." So Charlie had to do his homework. He had to write about the moon, and he needed some help. His parents couldn't help him, but they found a good website. So internet knows everything, you know. You can use it for your own benefit. It's great. So now, for his homework, For his homework, Charlie had to write about the moon. Charlie's father couldn't help Charlie, but he showed him a good website. So for his homework, Charlie had to write about the moon. Charlie's father couldn't help Charlie, but he showed him a good website. These are the words that you have to put in the exercise, okay? These are the words. Write them on the lines. And if you can, read this text one more time again, because during the lesson we're going to discuss it. Unfortunately, now we have no more time to work with part 6, so we'll do it later. Now I'll have to say goodbye to you. I hope that you can watch this video one more time again. I hope that you enjoy working with me, and I hope that you do your homework properly. So thank you very much and goodbye. I was so glad to work with you, and I'm so glad to be your teacher.